Classic, September 3rd in Arlington, Texas. I am Jim Basswell with the latest ESPN headlines. We are joined by Chris Lowe, who covers the SEC for ESPN.com. And Chris, this an important game for both teams and both schools in a sense, but explain why it's important for Alabama to schedule a school in a Big Five conference, obviously, other than just having a full SEC schedule.
Well, the SEC voted in 2016 that to stay at 8 conference games, but part of that deal was all schools in the league, all 14, had to go out and play a non-conference game against a Big Five team. This certainly satisfies that for Alabama. The bigger picture, though, is with the college playoff, you're going to have to play these types of games, and when you win one of these games away from home, all that does is bolster your total resume.
Chris, the Crimson Tide and the school was talking about a home-and-home with Michigan State, Saban's former school. Why didn't that ultimately materialize?
You know, ever since Saban's been in Alabama, if you look at it, they like to go play in neutral sites, typically places where it's a recruiting hotbed, like in Atlanta, like in Dallas. They played at Jacksonville one year, but just about every year but two, they've done this against a marquee opponent, Virginia Tech, Clemson. They're playing West Virginia this year, Wisconsin next year, of course, SC in 2016. I think this is the route that Alabama and Nick Saban want to go.
So they have the former head coach of USC now on their staff, and Lane Kiffin. How might that add a little spice to this kickoff?
Well, I tell you, anything involving Lane Kiffin is always going to add a little spice, but I think it makes for a lot of storylines with SC and Bama playing. Really two marquee teams, two marquee conferences. It's about time that the Pac-12 and SEC got together and played in the non-conference part of the league.
He covers the SEC for ESPN.com. Chris Lowe, we appreciate the insight.
Thank you.
Again, it is Alabama and USC, and it is the Cowboys Classic 2016 kickoff September 3rd in Arlington, Texas. You can read more about this story right here